Welcome to this explainer. Look, since you're right here on this landing page, I'm guessing your goal is to earn that Microsoft certified Azure AI Fundamentals credential. Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're mapping out the absolute fastest, most personalized way to conquer this exam. Seriously, get ready because we are fundamentally changing how you study. But first, we kinda have to address the elephant in the room. There is a massive shift happening right now in the certification world. Microsoft is officially retiring the beloved AI 900 exam on June 30th, 2026. Yeah, the rules of the game are changing. The replacement? It's the AI 901. Now, it's the exact same credential on your resume, but a completely different exam. So the real question is, are you ready for what's coming? Okay, here is the huge paradigm shift. The old AI 900, it was purely conceptual. Honestly, you could pass it just by cramming flashcards and memorizing definitions. But the new reality, the AI 901, expects you to understand how to actually build AI solutions on Azure. You'll need to know basic Python, really understand the Microsoft Foundry platform, and actually recognize what a block of code is doing. It's still a fundamentals exam, so you don't need to be some senior software engineer, but it is definitely significantly more technical.
Okay, let's dive into this and break down the beast. The exam is split into two main domains. Domain 1 makes up about 40 to 45% of the test, and that covers AI concepts and responsibilities. This is where you'll be tested on responsible AI principles, things like fairness, reliability, privacy, transparency. You'll also need to wrap your head around generative AI, AI agents, and how to actually match the right AI workload to a specific scenario. Then we have the heavy lifter, Domain 2. Implementation using Microsoft Foundry, sitting right there at 55 to 60%. This is the hands-on territory. You need to know how to deploy models, build chat apps with the SDK, create those AI agents, and extract info from documents and media.
And it's not just the topics. The format itself is designed to test your true comprehension. You're going to be facing multiple choice, multi-select, drag and drop, and heavy scenario-based questions. And yes, I know this strikes fear into some hearts. You will be reading Python code. You've got to be able to recognize SDK patterns and pick out the right technical approach for very specific business scenarios. It's a rigorous test of what you can actually apply.
Whoa, before you panic, take a deep breath. There are absolutely no live labs. I know the technical requirements sound super daunting, but you are not going to be doing live coding during the exam itself. You really just need to read and understand the code, not, write a perfect application from scratch while a clock is ticking down.
So here is your ultimate target, 700. The exam is scored out of 1,000, and 700 is the magic number you need to literally walk away with that certification. It's a really solid benchmark, and honestly, it's totally achievable if you structure your learning the right way.
Which brings us to the absolute most important question of this entire explainer. With the exam getting so much more technical, way more scenario-driven, and completely moving away from simple memorization, how do you actually prepare for the new AI 901 without wasting hundreds of hours?
Well, allow me to introduce you to the solution. Meet Ari. Ari is the absolute core of our preparation course. And let me tell you, it is fundamentally different from any study tool you've ever used before. Think of Ari as a warm, highly focused AI mentor that actively studies with you. Basically, by having a conversation with you, Ari figures out what you already know, pinpoints your exact knowledge gaps, and then effectively drills you specifically on the things you are weak at.
The contrast in efficiency here is just incredible. I mean, traditional prep relies on passive learning, right? Watching along video lectures, clicking mindlessly through static question banks, flipping flashcards. It is totally a one-size-fits-all approach that completely wastes your time on things you already know. Ari just flips the script entirely by using dynamic conversational scenarios and literally unlimited custom drills. It actually teaches you the way the exam will test you, with complex situations, not just simple definitions.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what your journey to passing the exam looks like. Step 1, assess baseline. If you already know responsible AI principles from your past experience, Ari recognizes that instantly and moves you forward. Zero wasted time. Step 2, identify gaps. Maybe you're a little shaky on when to use Azure language versus a generative model. Ari finds that. Step 3, drill weaknesses. Ari will actually present you with business requirements and code snippets to test that exact blind spot. And finally, Step 4, hit exam ready. It's a structured, guaranteed path to mastery. All of this builds into your daily study dashboard. The course divides the whole exam into 12 specific topics, tracking your progress from not started all the way up to exam ready. And when all 12 hit exam ready, boom, you schedule your test. For every single topic, you have an awesome arsenal of tools, key concepts, vocabulary, and exam traps, which are the exact mistakes people make most often. Oh, and my absolute favorite feature, the Drill Me button. You just click it, and Ari instantly generates a fresh exam-style scenario tailored perfectly to your current gaps.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking right now. Do I need to pay for a massive Azure cloud environment just to practice? No way. You don't need an Azure subscription to use this course. Everything you need to understand is taught right through Ari's conversation, code walkthroughs, and scenario drills. Now, while we do recommend using the free Microsoft Learn sandboxes for a little extra hands-on practice, Ari entirely covers the conceptual and technical understanding required to pass the test.
Look, we designed this specifically for you. Whether you are a developer looking to formally add Azure AI to your skill set, an IT professional making the transition into the AI space, a student going for your very first Microsoft certification, or literally anyone with just a basic grasp of Python who wants to learn how to build AI solutions on Azure, if you fit into any of these categories, this platform was built to get you across that finish line. Okay, I can hear the next logical question forming in your mind. So, what's the catch? The answer? It is completely free. Seriously. There are no hidden upsells halfway through the course, there's no premium tier hiding all the best practice questions, and your data is absolutely not being sold to third parties. Period. So how is that even possible? Well, it's because of the organization behind it. The AI Bridge Foundation is a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. Their entire mission is to democratize AI education and provide high-quality pathways to certification at absolute zero cost to the learner. You're getting an elite, adaptive learning platform completely backed by a nonprofit initiative. Now, just for total transparency, we want to be very clear about your out-of-pocket expenses. The only cost you'll encounter in this entire process is the $165 exam fee, and you don't pay that to us. You pay that directly to Microsoft when you feel perfectly confident and are ready to sit for the actual test. Our job is simply to help you get to that level of confidence as fast as humanly possible. So let me leave you with this final critical thought. The certification landscape is moving faster than ever, and static learning simply can't keep up with dynamic technology. Are you ready to stop wasting time on outdated study methods and let Ari find your fastest, most personalized path to certification? If the answer is yes, then your next step is literally right in front of you on this page. Sign up today, start topic 1, and let's go get you certified.